Okay guys, quick production note before we start the next episode.
Right, so before today's episode here, just a quick note that we've been rushing to get you guys up to real time. We've been releasing episodes once per week. Now that we're getting closer, it's time for us to actually start our regular schedule, which is going to be 2 episodes a month going from this episode forward. So just thought we'd let you know that before we start off today. And thanks so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we do appreciate all the comments and all the people who've subscribed. It really does help our little channel. So thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy this one.
Previously on Serenity, you saw us take the boat out for the first time as a family vacation destination. We had some great times and some not so great times. We went from base to Hopetown, then to Great Guana Key, to Green Turtle Key, and then back to base to recover. Carissa banged up her face, Lisa banged up her arm, we got caught in a storm, and then we drug anchor. And then we ran out of water. But we were determined to make a great trip out of this. So when you last left us, we were headed to Little Harbour, and that's where we pick up on our adventure, right where we left off. We hope you enjoy this one, and thanks so much for watching our story. After some well-earned recovery time at Marsh Harbor, we started our journey towards Little Harbour. There was just enough wind to sail at first, but then it all died off, so we motored the rest of the way south.
We just left the Marsh Harbor Marina where we stayed comfortably tied up securely all night long. And now we're heading out. The waters look pretty calm today. Only supposed to have like 8 or 9 knot winds. And we, I think, are going to Little Harbour, where Pete's Pub is, and hopefully finding a mooring ball so we don't have to anchor.
It was low tide when we got there, and we needed just a little more room under the keel to get through the cut, so we anchored just outside of Little Harbour. Eventually, our new friends Patrick and Mary from Cat and Pat's Sailing came through with their leopard, the Snowcat. He made it through just fine, so we followed his track and then got on a mooring ball.
They only lived in there.
We'll change that over in a sec to, there's Lisa. She was hiding around the corner.
the beach that we're exploring today in Little Harbour. It's really nice out. This house behind us was being built last time we were here 2 years ago.
There are two of our favorite beaches in the whole world. Numbers 1 and number 2. We showed you the one that we love the most the other day. This is number 2. And I don't even know if this beach has a name, but they're both right here in the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas. This one is kind of tucked away down in Little Harbour, but it's right on the edge and most people don't know it's here. It's not the easiest thing to get to. You can get through kind of behind these people's house if you want, and then there's a little bit more treacherous way to get through right here. The same path that goes up to the lighthouse cuts down into here, and it's walking on this really, really rough coral stuff. But it's worth it to walk on the rough coral stuff because there's blowholes up in there, and those are really fun to watch. We had a video about that quite some time ago, about 2 years ago, where we got close. Right now it's low tide, so at the moment the blowholes are not blowing. But as you can see, this gorgeous beach, this is one of our favorite places. If you guys were to charter Serenity and come out here to the Abaco Islands, this is definitely a must-do. The Little Harbour area in general is a must-do. Got to get down here. You have to watch the tide tables though. Can't get in and out of here at low tide, which is, like I said, where we're at right now. So we're stuck here, but we're stuck here intentionally. We knew we were going to do this. So our timetable today is based around tides. It's one of only a couple places in the Bahamas where that's the case. But when you get in here, you got to go eat at Pete's Pub. It's the freshest seafood you'll ever get. Its menu changes daily depending on what got caught that day, and that's pretty cool. There's a foundry. Got to go check out the exhibits that are there, and you got to go see the abandoned lighthouse and the 2 giant blowholes on the other side of that lighthouse. The 2 cuts where you can, see the water splashing up. That'd be a good time to go see if the, if the chop is real, if the swell is really high. If you get an app called Wind Finder, you can check what the swell is going to be for the next few days. It also lists the tide table, so it's a handy thing to have with you when you're out here in the Bahamas. Highly recommend those things. But on your way back from the lighthouse, definitely stop here, hang out for a while, because this is just gorgeous stuff. Look at that blue-green color. Is that not amazing? Anyway, one of the reasons this is one of our super favorites is also this sand right here. This pure white, fluffy, great on the feet sand. Just can't beat it, man. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, definitely put that on your must-do. After you charter Serenity, take her down here and have a good time.
Okay, so there's Little Harbour that we just came from. Well, we were on a beach, a private beach on the other side of the island, but that's where we ate dinner last night. And you can see all these boats around us. You can see that mooring ball. We've got all these boats around us. And so it's going to be fun taking the lines off. There's one just loading up right now. Taking off the ball to get out of here, which we have to do in about an hour and a half.
This was Friday. Our flights were supposed to be Saturday, so we pulled out of Little Harbour and headed back to base. We took some pictures of Serenity so we could update our website, hung out, then ate dinner at the resort. Then we went back and packed for the trip home. What happened next stunned us to the point that I literally have a 48-hour period where not one video or picture apart from this one were taken by any of us. So I'll need to load up some unused drone footage here in a minute while I explain what happened. This storm may not look like much, but it was enough to disrupt air traffic at the Fort Lauderdale and Miami airports. Our flights were not canceled, at least not until we'd already made our way to the airport, through ticketing and security, and were just sitting down inside the airport to order some lunch. I've gotten flight cancellation notifications before, and you can just rebook with the touch of a button. Usually. In this case, it being Saturday, I was shocked to see the notification was rebooking us for Tuesday. Roberts did the same thing. I even called them thinking that the system had screwed up, but no, it was real. We were stranded. So we left the airport. Every flight had canceled. We overheard a lot of people trying to figure out what to do. Most of them were in hotels or Airbnbs and now had nowhere to go. And this was spring break. Everything was fully booked everywhere in the islands. Fortunately, we had Serenity, so we loaded up and headed back. Robert had to find someone to cover his shifts at the ER. Carissa had to call and take additional vacation. So did I. Lisa had to find a substitute teacher for her classes, and Caitlin had to let her teachers and the school know that she would be absent. Robert tried to find us some alternatives, but there weren't any that were even remotely reasonable. So eventually we came to terms with it, and finally realized there were a lot worse places to get stuck. So the next morning we untied from the dock and headed back to Hopetown on Elbow Cay, and that's where our adventure continues. And those unexpected bonus days would turn out to be some of the highlights of our trip.
We are entering Hopetown, and it's fun to look at all of the houses that have been rebuilt, more so since the last time we were here. This is a very fun place, and we're really hoping that we can find a mooring wall. We had to anchor out when we were here, I say last week, because we've been here for over a week. Not here, but we've been at Marsh Harbor, Abaco Island, for over a week. Fingers crossed. Let me go to the other side. You can see the oldest, well, I don't know about oldest, but the only kerosene lit hand cranked, they said, in the world. So that's kind of cool. We rented golf carts, and now we're at this cute little restaurant, bar and grill. On the beach. So gorgeous.
They're definitely not fighting. We're making more lizards.
Yep, on a golf cart in Hopetown. We are just out kind of exploring around to see what there is to see. We just left a really cool place called On the Beach. And got a quick little drink there. I can't remember what it was called. It was their special drink. It's like $10. Kind of more or less making our way over to where the Thirsty Cuda goes. It's a place called Tahiti Beach. We, in our first trip, anchored there, our first night out. Such a neat little area here behind us. You can see lots of golf carts though too. It's a very golf carty type of place. I think this guy probably wants me to let him. So I'm gonna pull off. and go, because I'm going much slower. But it's fun. It's you know, we got about a mile from the city dock. Oh, there's Firefly. You guys want to go peek at Firefly? You want to go take a peek at Firefly?
We keep hearing it on the radio.
It's supposed to be a great little restaurant. Okay, so slight change of plans. Now we're going to Firefly because we ran across it randomly. We've heard good things about it. We just want to go see what it looks like. How you doing back there, KJ? You like your golf cart ride?
It was smooth and now it's not.
Definitely not smooth. Oh, now it's smooth now. That's just all. Oh, okay. That's just really cool. All the different places you can explore, especially with a golf cart. It was about $60, $65. 60, I think, is the normal rate. But to be able to really explore this place is probably a good idea to have one. Look straight up ahead. Beautiful blue. Cool.
It's like turquoise.
It says the boutique and the office are down here. I guess that's probably the restaurant. So. What you'll be looking for is everything to your left and your right. Glass bridge.
Oh, okay.
Ink pit, that's what it's called.
That'd be super pretty though. Those little houses right there.
Mm-hmm.
High up. It's kind of have one of those little center console boats.
Now I'm probably going to get the name completely wrong. I think it's called the Glass Bridges, but this is one of the few places where you can actually see both the Atlantic Ocean and the Bahama Bank all at the same time. It's a really cool little stop to make when you're out here in Hopetown. We're about halfway to Tahiti Beach, kind of right in the middle. Just pulled our golf carts right off the side of the road and doing a little scenic turn now, a little scenic tour. So, fun times. Just kills me.
We're at Tahiti Beach, where we were here before, and Thirsty Kudu was here, and they're not here, but we didn't get to see any of this. Because we got in so late, but this is so amazing. You can walk right across the water over to that island. So this boat got here in high tide, and it is now low tide, and they are stuck. And so everyone on the beach is running over to help them, Chris and Robert included. Chris on the far right in the Hawaiian shirt, Robert on the far left, no shirt, black swimsuit. And here we go. They're going to try to push them out into the open water so that they can move out of the way, because we have a big storm coming, and we're going to be leaving soon too as well. We were just about to pack up, and then they started screaming for help, and so the guys ran to help. Now everybody's just kind of standing there, so I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to walk back across here and they're coming back. So maybe they'll get out okay.
So we're just driving around here on Elbow Cay, and on the side of the road there was a little conch stand. You hold up the conch. Yeah, so we got some spicy conch, and well, spice added to it.
Spice added conch salad.
Yeah, conch salad. So we were buzzing around, and we ran across Chris and Robert, who were on the other golf cart, and they were getting some conch salad. So we buzzed around the block and came back and decided we needed to get some too. So anyway, this is the road that goes down to Firefly, and this is one of the main roads kind of here behind us. We just sort of pulled off to the side of the road so that we wouldn't be in anybody's way. But yeah, just kind of random adventure, unexpected, run across that. Let's see, why not have a little snack before dinner? Yeah, Lisa's first time, I think, having this stuff. She says, which is not necessarily a positive sound.
A lot of onion.
Yeah, onion, there's bell peppers, conch, tomatoes, a lot of lime, which cooks the conch.
I can see why the kids are not, or Chris and Robert are not here anymore. They probably went up there and got a drink.
Oh, is it making you thirsty?
Well, it's quite spicy.
Oh, it's quite spicy. Oh, yeah, I told him
Yeah.
to add one level of spice, but all the spices right on the top. He just, like, put it right there.
Oof.
Yeah, mix it around a little bit, and then it'll be less spicy. And they probably didn't ask for spice, but okay. Love that lime. It's so good.
Boats on Sundays.
Yep, you got it lit.
I mean, I guess it's closed for visitors on Sundays, but you can't, like, the lighthouse. If the lighthouse stops one night,
Sorry,
then
can't sail
someone's
the Elbow on Sunday night.
Right?
Yep. Sorry,
Good
it's
luck on
Sunday.
the rocks.
You're
It's
crashing.
Sunday. One, two, three. That's wide angle. That's wide angle.
1, 2, 3.
For you to say that to me. We gotta walk around. Answer that. That's a good question.
SpaceX.
Down now.
Oh shit, yeah.
Well, that about wraps this one up, folks. Thanks for watching to the end. I know the last two have been a little longer than usual, but like we said at the beginning, we're trying to get a little closer to real time. We ended up packing a little more into these two rather than make the originally planned 3 to 4 episodes out of this trip. Okay, so the next episode will be 2 weeks from today, September the 6th. In that episode, we'll take my parents out to meet Serenity. Caitlin comes along as well. And coming up, we'll also do a Q&A session that addresses the most common question that we've been getting from people about why we're doing this. We really appreciate you letting us share our story with you. See you next time.